You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Godzilla vs. Kong, the book dates have changed. The plot thickens. There's a mystery brewing. Well, we are back here today to talk about something that suddenly changed. So we're going to pull it up right here so you guys can see it as well. Godzilla vs. Kong, the art of the movie, is now released for November 20th. Now, interesting enough, before I even started recording this video, it actually said November 17th. Something's going on behind the scenes, people, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Probably not. But, what does this mean? Maybe they decided, you know what? They think we're going to delay it. Let's let them know we are not going to delay this. Let's put these books for a release date close to the release of the movie. Or they saw that the book date was slated for next year, and they said, hey, Amazon, can you do us a favor? We're still undecided as to whether or not we're going to move this movie or not. So until then, just leave it for close to the release date of the movie until we make a final decision. Who knows at this point? But something's going on. Someone at Warner Brothers and or Legendary are paying attention to Twitter, perhaps watching my video. Warner Brothers, I'm almost certain someone at Warner Brothers is dedicated to watching my channel. All our despite the fact that my channel is so small, considering the amount of interactions we have had in the last 7 years, I guarantee you there's some intern pleb just watching my video. That is their job, to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. So, pleb, if you're watching, tell those big honchos over at Warner Brothers, can you give us an answer? We've been patient. We've been very supportive. Just give us an answer. Are we going to see this movie delayed, or is it going to come out in November? And if so, can we please get a trailer in July? Please, thank you. Just thank you, pleb. I appreciate that. Okay, so this is interesting because we talked about this yesterday, and we obviously were looking at the dates of the books. Yesterday they said, I believe one book was April of 2021, which was the kids' book, and then the art of was for May 2021. Well, now in less than 24 hours, these dates have changed, as you can see right here on my screen. November 20th, 2020. And if we take a look at the kids' book, November 17th, 2020. So the date on this one hasn't changed. But the other one, the art book also said as well, the art book also said November 17th, about maybe an hour ago, and now it's November 20th. The kids' book, as you saw, also says November 17th. Yesterday, these two books were set to release next year. So it could be possible that this kind of thing happened when they decided to push the movie back to November of 2020, back late last year when we were still waiting, hoping that the movie would be out earlier this year like it was supposed to be. Everybody was waiting for the trailer. Everybody thought the trailer was going to come at the end of December, and it turns out we didn't get the trailer. We got the unfortunate news that the release date was being pushed back. And furthermore, you know, we almost the same vibe, almost the same kind of stink in the air, the stink of being quiet. There's no word, there's nothing. And someone argued this yesterday. We haven't heard anything, even before this rumor started, even before the topic or the idea of a delay was heating up. We haven't heard anything. There's been nothing. Everything we've gotten at this point has been leak related. Okay, you think back even further than that, even before this movie got delayed to November, the same thing. Nothing, nada, zip, zilch, very little. You know, I mean, it's amazing what happens when we don't get this the kind of news that we're waiting for, right? People start pulling at straws, you know. How many times have I seen different websites come up with an article like, oh, you know, images from the set of Godzilla vs. Kong, and then I go see the images, and these are images I saw last year, you know, or people will just taking a 2-sentence article stripped from some website regarding the movie, regarding maybe a character, and it's nothing that is very appealing in terms of information. It's just your basic, oh, this person is excited for the movie and filming it and all that. Yeah, we know. They're in the movie. They're supposed to like it, right? It's their job. They're supposed to like it. They're in the movie. They're not going to say, hey, I got paid, this movie was shit, but you know, hey, they're not gonna say that. Okay, so there's no surprise there if they support the movie. They're supposed to support the movie. So we're not getting anything in terms of information. All we got now to talk about is this date change. All we have now to talk about is the possibility of another delay or whether or not we're going to get a movie. I've been pretty much middle ground on this whole thing. Again, if it gets pushed back, I'm not going to get upset. Why? Because when the movie comes out, I'm going to see it anyway. If it stays in its position, fine. I'm going to go see it anyway. It doesn't matter either or. I think what's getting to people, and I think even people at this point, they probably subconsciously don't even realize this. I think what's really getting some people riled up is Warner Brothers just hasn't, and Legendary just haven't said anything in God knows how long. They gave us an image shortly after King of the Monsters came out. We got a couple of words from actors here and there, but we've literally gotten nothing from the company. And I think at this point, intern pleb, if you're watching, relay this message. Give us something, guys. I think you have a committed fan base, okay, that will go see this movie multiple times. I know there's some of them out there that will. I know there's some people who went and saw King of the Monsters 5-6 times. You have a dedicated fan base that have helped your movie, whether you want to believe that or not, via on Twitter, on Facebook, other social medias, just sharing their excitement and sharing and tweeting, oh, I love the King of the Monsters, despite the fact of what it did at the box office, despite the fact that some people may not have liked it. You have a dedicated fan base that is out there still salivating for something. Give it to them. Stop with this behind the scenes. Let's change it. Oh, we can't put that there. You know, we have to make sure. Just give us something. If the movie's going to get delayed, let us know now. Okay? If you're going to keep the movie in its position, let us know. Okay? If you're going to release a trailer, I'm hoping you guys do something at the virtual Comic-Con, because that would be the prime position, especially if you're going to release the movie in November. But even if you guys decide to push it back to next year, I really think you owe your fans some sort of compensation for remaining quiet all this time and being very patient. Yes, some of them have outraged, of course. You always have that base. But for the most part, people have been very patient. People are still willing, more than willing, to see the movie if it comes out next year. So no worries there. But I think at this point, Warner Brothers Legendary, give these guys something. All right, give the fans something, an image, a new image, maybe you know, an extended interview with one of your actors to one of these horrible journalist sites, you know, and I say horrible because they are, but you know, that's the only way we're gonna get it, right? Do something, say something. This radio silence is what really is gonna do more damage than anything else. Delaying the movie, I don't think it's gonna do damage. You know, I think you guys, pleb, intern, please make sure you relay this message, play this video. You guys need to give the fan base something to look forward to. You need to give them some sort of information. Let them know what's going on with this movie. At least that way they know, is it, you know, do I have to make plans to see it this year? You know, or is it going to be during a potential second wave of COVID-19? Excuse me, Coco-19, because you say COVID on YouTube. Obviously, I just got demonetized. Never mind. But yeah, in terms of this with the book, again, this is just like it wasn't a telltale sign as to whether or not the movie was going to get delayed. It was just potential evidence. The fact that it switched back dates is still no indication. I know it looks good. To me, it looks like a correction. In less than 24 hours, the date changes, because suddenly everybody on Twitter is talking about it. I'm sure I'm not the only one who did a video about it. And like I said, Legendary, Warner Brothers, all these companies have people that work on social media, and I'm sure somebody saw this and said, look, either we haven't decided yet or this is not the deal, change the dates back. The fact that they were initially scheduled for next year tells me that they are in the midst of deciding whether or not this movie is going to get delayed. I think that discussion is on the table. I think the date change guarantees that, almost. There's no concrete evidence, but the fact that the dates have changed within a span of 24 hours, to me, is a big tell that there are some big honchos in a boardroom saying, okay, what are we going to do with Godzilla versus Kong? Are we going to delay it again, or are we going to see how it stands up against some of these other movies come November? Come November. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. We're going to be streaming tonight at 8 p.m. So if you want to talk more about this, get it off your chest, you know, come by. And also subscribe to the channel especially if you are a returning former subscriber that just noticed that I'm doing videos again. Hit that subscribe button. We're back to doing videos on a regular basis. And obviously, this is going to be a big topic of discussion in possibly the coming weeks, depending on how things change, what manifests, and whether or not Warner Brothers decides to say something. Warner Brothers and Legendary, I should say, decide to say anything between now and July, which, you know, one scary thought is, what if nothing comes in July too? That would be crazy. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys tonight for those of you who show up, 8 p.m. here on the channel, Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be back tomorrow. Another thing I wanted to say real quick was a couple of people asked me in private because they know I'm a big Captain America fan. And there was this whole thing about, yes, I almost did a video about that. The reason I decided not to is because I didn't want to give that website and that writer any clout. It was such a obvious, it was such an obvious article to try and bring in traffic and inflame people for the sake of being inflamed that I didn't want to give it the kind of attention. So, plus it's all over YouTube anyway. So, not that my little corner matters, like I said, but that's just me personally. I wasn't going to give that kind of attention to something that was just clearly meant to try and upset people and clearly meant to try and draw traffic to their website on Memorial Day. So, you know. But anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully see you guys tonight. If not, until next time, this is Rob. You guys take it easy. Peace.